can happen. And there's so many people that are just silent and scared, but they're safety in numbers, and a lot can be done. And there's a lot more than people, like-minded people in this situation that believe in freedom than don't. And you just got to take a stand where you are, even if you're by yourself, and watch people rally around you.
Well, Nick, you're obviously a leader, and I'm impressed by that. And obviously, what you're witnessing is the fact, and we see it happen often. How courage it's contagious. Sometimes people just need that leader to step up, and obviously you did that. And as a result, you're seeing results. Will you tell people, maybe you're inspiring someone else out there to do the same thing? And congratulations on the lawsuit. I'm ecstatic about that, because I got to tell you, Nick, I don't like the way the way Disney has been going lately. It's been a little frustrating to me. But beyond that, this vaccine mandate, I think, is just absolutely laughable when you have so many people in the park. There's no doubt in my mind that the disease have been spreading. No telling how many people had natural immunities like yourself, and the fact that we're not talking about science, natural immunity, therapeutics. So anyway, I'm really glad to hear that. Tell people real quick how you organize. What was your first step? What did you do? What do people in your mind need to do? Someone out there, Nick, wants to copy what you've done thus far. How do they start? What do they do?
Carl, I could speak for myself. I'm a man of faith. I'm a Christian. First place I started was on my knees. And I just asked God, what do I do here? And it became really obvious. You just have to take a stand. I mean, you just have to speak up. And for me, it was writing this op-ed and then just letting everybody know I was taking a stand. It doesn't have to be real complicated. It just has to, reach out to your local legislators, reach out to people around you, and just if you start that process, I used to talk about the sailboat, right? You can have a beautiful sailboat, but if you don't put the sail up, it's not going anywhere. And I think the first step is just being resolved in your mind to take a stand and then go from there. And there's so many people around you, and there's people to support, the firefighters, the frontline workers, first responders. We have the airline workers, transportation workers now. We have us. People all over the country are standing up for freedom, and they need your support. So it's not just for you, it's for everybody. And the more we all stand up and get together. And I'd like to say also that our legislators, I know we have Representative Anthony Sabatini here, who has passed legislation that's just waiting to be voted on. We need to encourage your legislators, your local politicians. There is legislation all over the country that just needs to be voted on, and I don't know why we haven't been able to do it here. Jeff Childers, our attorney, also has legislation at the state waiting for it to be voted on. Montana has passed the law. Arkansas has passed the law. Texas, by executive order, has passed the law against private company and mandates like the other two states. And all we're waiting on is for Governor DeSantis to he can use his executive order and then bring it into law and stop this from private companies. So I'd really like to encourage Governor DeSantis, and I'd really like to encourage everybody to encourage their elected officials, their governors, their legislators, their senators to stop these things. And if you want the vaccine or not is not the issue. We're talking about freedom of choice.
Right.
And it's a slippery slope from here if we don't draw the line in the sand to stand for freedom at this point.
Well, I got to tell you, I think the issue when it comes to the state legislators in Florida is it's courage or the lack thereof. You spoke of this young man, Anthony Sabatini, and I think I hope to God that he does make it to Congress. I think he will be great. There's another one, Willie Montague. I hope the two of them, one Sabatini in a district I used to live in, Willie Montague in a district I currently live in. So anyway, these are guys that are fighting to get elected, but we need to start searching for fighters like them. And I definitely, listen, Nick, I appreciate your time. I appreciate what you're doing. If someone wants to help out your cause, how can they do that?
We do have a GoFundMe page. If you just go to goopyvaccine.com, you can sign up for the newsletter, and I'll be sending out information from there. Also, we're having a big rally at Lake Eola in Orlando for those who are in Central Florida. and we're inviting everybody. It's going to be a big umbrella of people standing for freedom, and we'd love to have you come join us out there. You know, once people start seeing the numbers, they start paying attention. And if you know, like France and Italy and all these European countries, there's millions of people standing up, but the United States, for some reason, is really lagging behind. I don't know if they really understand what's at stake. So
I don't think they do. Nick,
we're in the rally. Huh?
We're just running out of time. But Nick, listen, I appreciate you coming on. That's Nick Catarano. Really appreciate what you're doing, man. God bless you. Thank you for standing up.
You too, Carl. Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, this is Carl Jackson in for Larry Elder. We'll be back on the other side.